It's a perfect time to be a man and embody the very vocation, to begin to employ those virile characteristics that make us men, that make us leaders, that make us better men. Choosing to wage war on those less than qualities that are deep within us, those weaknesses, those dark areas that we want to shine some light on. This is the Better Man channel, where we choose war over idleness when it comes to creating a better life, a better person, a better character. We many times choose to stand on the sidelines. We live in a culture that's almost pacifist, this humanitarianism ideal that silent sideline quality is something to be admired, when in truth it is only through conflict, it is only through waging that war, going to battle, that you can truly find out what you're capable of, what you're capable of becoming. War challenges, obstacles challenge us to exert our force. It challenges us to rise up. In times of adversity, we have to vanquish the coward within us. We have to vanquish those subservient qualities. We have to get rid of and shine light on and tear apart the characteristics that remove us and reduce us to less than man. It's through these challenges that we rise up. It's through these obstacles that the nature of man is truly personified. The highest and truest vocation that we can ever become a part of is man. Your highest and truest vocation in this life is man, first and foremost. And it's by waging war against yourself that you can subdue those less than qualities and begin to strengthen those that make you man, that make you that heroic exemplar of truth that society needs. Standing on the sidelines, you will never be permeated by victory. It's only by getting on the front lines that you become and experience what victory is. You become that spirit of victory, that spirit of man that embodies the vocation to be higher, to be greater. We see this in the qualities of the George Washingtons and in athletes like Michael Jordan that go above and beyond. They are on the front lines day in and day out, combating not only the external enemy, but that internal enemy that would tell you to shrink away, that would tell you to give up, that tells you, not today, you don't have to do anything today. Those great men, the men that we're capable of, go to war on a daily basis. It may be an external obstacle, it may be an internal obstacle, but they wage war so that they can measure their abilities, so that they measure where they're at. They don't shrink away. They don't shirk away from the responsibility and the vocation of man. They accept that heroic tradition to become more. That fire within us that feeds on obstacles, that feeds on challenges. We must fuel that fire by combating the adversities, by combating the enemies, first and foremost, starting with ourselves. We're called to that higher calling, that highest vocation of man, where the experience of victory permeates us through and through. We're tested, we're refined, we know what we're capable of. We've asserted ourselves, and that's what society needs, the reassertion of men. Men that know their values, men that know how to wage war and combat weakness so that strength rises up. We live in that humanitarian, passive, liberal, entitled culture today, where they pushed aside the adversity. They've pushed aside challenges. I've been there where we call out entitlement in a society where everybody gets second, third place participation trophies. Nobody's taught to combat the weakness. Nobody's taught that competitive vocation that is man, to expand and extend our capabilities. We all know that calling within us, that fire that feeds on challenges and adversity. And thank God that we're chosen. We live in a world today where we're chosen and selected to confront these adversities and step on the front lines where we can test ourselves and become more. That's the calling of man, to surpass each goal, to surpass each level and become more man, a better man, a greater man. We live in a great time where we have amazing opportunities out there to combat, to wage war against less than values, less than ideals, less than ideologies. It's a perfect time to be a man and embody the very vocation, to begin to employ those virile characteristics that make us men, that make us leaders, that make us great. I love you guys. You'll hear from me next episode.